Hello and welcome along to the South Paris Arena for Day 2 of the Goalball at the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games. Another brilliant session of Goalball. In our first match, it's the hosts, France, taking on the Islamic Republic of Iran. We turn our attention to the women's side of the tournament. Japan take on Canada. Tremendous supports inside the South Paris Arena for the hosts, France. It's a delight to welcome you along to Goalball, which is unique to the Paralympic Games. And it's played by athletes with a vision impairment. It's a sport that requires great physical and mental strength. Communication between all the players and the coaching staff is crucial. The simple aim of Goalball is to try and score a goal into your opponent's net. It sounds simple, but a lot of skill and hard work goes into the game. This match comes from Pool A, the men's side of the competition. Shot selection is vital in the game of Goalball, and players use a variety of different throwing techniques, including the 180 degrees turn, full rotation, and even some players throw the ball between the legs. Teams consist of 6 players, with 3 members playing out on the court at any one time. Our first match in the session is the hosts, France, against the Islamic Republic of Iran. France playing in their first Paralympic Games. Iran in their first Paralympics for 12 years. One to watch, Elias Uni, 18 years of age. Voted best young player at the IPSA European B Championships in June. He scored 31 goals during the tournament. All players are required to wear patches and blackout eye masks to ensure a level playing field for all players. For the Islamic Republic of Iran, Hassan Jafari, one of their key players, 30 goals at the 2022 IPSA World Championships. Well, it's an excellent atmosphere inside the venue, but once the game starts, it will fall silent. The ball has to be heard by the players. The ball is a similar size to a basketball and has 2 bells inside. And it weighs 1.25 kilograms. which is similar to a standard bag of sugar that you'll find at home. It's certainly heavy, and it's hard work for the players. The court is separated into 3 sections. Either side of the centre line is the neutral area, and the areas in front of the goals are the team area. Our referees from Finland and Iraq. Starting 3 for Islamic Republic of Iran. It does include Hassan Jafari, key player, competed at 3 World Championships and was part of the team at London 2012. Supported by Nemotola Sarafroz, Madi Abbasi. As for France, Elias Ouni, the youngster in the starting 3. Supported by Haris and Malaysia, Kada Boualia. The ball has to bounce twice when you throw the ball. Once in your team area, directly in front of the goal, and the neutral area either side of the centre line. Arman Dustivala coached the team to gold at the 2023 IPSA Asia Pacific Championships. Head coach for France, Vivian Fournier-Deschambert, guided them to 4th at the European Sea Championships last year in Rotterdam. The referees are going through the checks with the players to assess the patches and the blackout eye shades, which every player on the court must wear. This creates a level playing field. The atmosphere has been building at the South Paris Arena. They will make noise when they can, but the referees will be guiding the players and the crowd through the game. They'll have to make sure they are silent when the ball is in play. The players use the frame of the goal and the court markings. The markings are tactile, so players can navigate their way around the court.
This game is men's game between France on my left and Iran on my right. I remind spectators to remain quiet when the ball is in play and switch off your mobile phones. Thank you. Iran starts with the ball. Quiet please, center.
It's France against Iran in Pool A of the men's side of the competition. Paris 2024 Paralympic Games. And it's an excellent start for France. And it's the youngster, Uni, 18 years of age. Who gets the crowd up on their feet at the South Paris Arena. Competing at their first Paralympic Games, France. Outstanding start for the hosts. Our referee reminding the audience that they must be quiet when the referees signal play and when the ball is live.
Please keep it quiet while the ball is played. Thank you. Quiet, please.
This home crowd desperate to cheer on every phase of play, but it must remain silent until the ball is blocked out. Hassan Jafari with a fizzing effort.
Just time out. Noise, please. Remain quiet when the ball is in play and when referees whistle. Thank you. Quiet, please. Play.
Players use a range of throwing techniques. A full rotation throw, full effect so far in the game. Skill that is practiced. Combination of balance and accuracy can be a hard skill to perfect. And that one just goes wide. And the crowd in time on that occasion for a good save by Kada Boualia. And the crowd will rise up to their feet once again. A brilliant finish. Kada Boualia. A powerful throw. Precision. And France lead by 2-0. Iran call for a timeout. Teams are allowed 4 timeouts during a match, but you must use one of them before half-time. You cannot carry it over to the second half. So if you do not use one of your timeouts in the first half, you can only use 3 in the second. But what a start for France.
15 seconds.
Goals from Boualia and Uni. And Iran aiming to reset after the timeout. And that's a really good effort. Hassan Jafari. The skill to arc your run and release the ball. Hassan Jafari using a tactic to throw the ball back quickly at the youngster, Ilyas Uni. Trying to catch out. Uni was Hassan Jafari. Stade de France with the throw, that bouncing effort. Players use a range of different styles. They can throw the ball that skims along the surface, ones that really dig into the court and bounce up into the air. Hassan Jafari, certainly in this game so far, is trying a range of different options and does well on that occasion to clear the ball away. Concentration so key in the game of goalball. It's a ball over back to Iran. So once the ball crosses back over the centre line, after you've made the defensive block, the ball goes back to the initial team who threw. And that one squeezes through. First goal for Iran. They've settled themselves after the opening minute. Hassan Jafari has been piling on the pressure and has made the breakthrough. Iran's first goal at a Paralympic Games for 12 years. Huge moment for Iran and Hassan Jafari. Malia, the centre player for France. Centre player has a unique role in trying to coordinate his team, certainly in the defensive actions. And that's an outstanding save from Uni. Raising his arm to just tip it over the crossbar as players lie on the ground. Anticipating the ball, they can use any part of their body to block the ball. And often players will just slightly raise their hip up to try and deflect the ball over the top of the crossbar. Excellent work from Uni. Two cross-court efforts. Players use different throwing directions, either straight down the court, cross-court, trying to catch out their opponents. Brilliant finish from Hassan Jafari. And Iran, after a shaky start, are back to 2-2, and that was beautifully placed from Hassan Jafari, his second goal of the match. The only member of this team who competed at London 2012. And he's back at the Paralympic Games. and making a great impact. Great effort from Uni, making sure that ball bounces twice, once in the team area and once in the neutral area. Team area, the two sections in front of the goal, with the neutral area either side of the centre line. Ramos Martins, Nabil Beish in the team bench area, trying to whip up the crowd, and they are responding. Ustivala, the Iran head coach, will be delighted with the response. After going 2-0 down early on. Stade de France with the quick return, trying to catch out the French team, and that's an awkward bouncing effort that's dealt with by Jafari. And those two returning throws at each other. Uni goes back at Jafari. Players can sometimes make noises or tapping the court. It has to be done before the ball has been thrown. Once the ball has been released, you have to be silent. French coaching staff. Well, that potentially might have been a high ball. Stade de France. Waved away by the referee. Has to bounce twice, once in your team area, once in the neutral area. Jafari setting himself at the goal frame, arcing his run from right to left, throwing the ball towards that right side of the French goal. Really making the French team work and concentrate. Exciting player to watch is Hassan Jafari, really mixes it up. And that's a brilliant save from Uni. He followed that ball all the way. Bouelia putting everything behind that throw. Ball weighs 1.25 kilograms. Which roughly equates to standard bag of sugar that you'll find at home. It's certainly a workout for these players. Test of physical strength and mental strength. And that's a brilliant finish from Hassan Jafari. And from 2-0 down, they find themselves 3-2 ahead. Excellent from Hassan Jafari. He slightly drifted to his left in his run-up, which caught the French defence out as they shifted to their right and opened up that pocket between the centre player and the right wing. Excellent throw from Hassan Jafari. And that is clinical. The speed on that throw from Hassan Jafari. It's electrifying. You could hardly hear the bells in the ball as that fizzed across the court.
Substitution, France. Out number 5, in number 3.
And a change up for France. Kada Boualia comes off and will be replaced by Nabil Beish. Tremendous support from the crowd. When they get the moment to cheer on their team, they really give it everything. Goalball is so unique in the way that the crowd just falls silent. But a brilliant throw from Hassan Jafari. He is moving through the gears. A dazzling display from Hassan Jafari. Outstanding. And a timeout has been called by France. Hassan Jafari, with his movement around the court in front of the goal, is just causing all kinds of problems for the France team. He's just manipulating them around with his movement and then launching the ball towards those gaps between the centre and the wing players. Court being mopped, trying to wipe away all the sweat and the water. It has to be clean so the players can throw the ball safely. Beish lining up that throw, just using the goal frame to position himself. Players use the court markings, which are slightly raised. It allows them to navigate their way around the court. Work by Nabil Beish, who made the initial save but got up to his feet quickly. It's all about that second response at times. If you don't hear that call of blocked out initially by the referee, players will jump up to their feet or slide across back to the goal line so they can cover the ball just in case it's rolling back towards the back of the net. Uni throwing from the right side for France now, just changing things up. Because of the limited space in the two sections in front of the goal, which is the team area, players will often generate their power by a standing start, a standing rotation to try and generate some momentum. have an official's timeout for an equipment check. Players cannot touch their eye shades unless they've been given permission by the referee. Players have patches under those blackout eye shades. And a high ball against Hassan Jafari. The ball didn't bounce in the team area. It has to bounce twice. Once in your own team's team area and in the neutral area. So chance for France, as Hassan Jafari will have to face this by himself. The opening here for Uni. And he takes it, no mistake. Clinical from Uni. A superb routine from the French team. The two wing players, the two players either side of Uni, marching away, just causing a little bit of confusion for Hassan Jafari. Which way was the ball going to come from? As long as that noise is made before the ball is thrown, it is valid. Brilliant routine from France. Great work by Emalia, the centre player, trying to stop that ball from crossing the centre line, preventing that ball over. Centre players often go unnoticed in the game of goalball, but they are key. To a team's communication and coordination, certainly in defensive phases of the game. Brilliant finish. Through the French defence, and it's Hassan Jafari. His 6th goal. What a performance from Hassan Jafari. 30 goals at the 2022 IPSA World Championships. And this is a tremendous first half for Jafari. Ball over, back to France, so a chance to try and build up some momentum. Uni just getting a bit of spin on the ball. Players will try a range of different ways to catch out their opponents by bouncing the ball, digging it into the court, or spinning the ball across the court. Uni is trying there. Salafroz attempting to do the same back. Hassan Jafari just moving his teammates out of the way and creating a path. Players have to get really creative in how they build up the speed of the throw. Arcing the run or using the rotation throw to generate that power. And that one, well, that was certainly very close. And a clarification is going to be needed. Well, it looked like on viewing that the French player had managed to just get behind the goal line and clear it away. But the goal line judges and the referee have confirmed it is a goal, so the whole ball has to cross over the goal line. And the goal line judges and the referee judged that the whole ball did cross over the line. And Iran have a 4-goal lead. And that's just the response that France would have wanted. Uni with a tremendous throw. And his third of the match. The 18-year-old has taken responsibility for France. 24 throws in this first half. 11 more than Bouelia. Uni voted the best young player at the IPSA European B Championships in June. Stade de France. Nicely dealt with by Nemalia. Number one for France in the centre. Good covering work from Stade de France. Despite that ball being stopped, it's a team effort. Good idea to reply with a throw early. If you can gather that ball in one motion, it's a skill and an exercise that these players practice a lot in training. Half time, and it's been a scintillating first half.
C'est la fin de la première mi-temps qui s'achève sur un score de 7 buts pour la République islamique de l'Iran.
France got off to a great start in the opening minutes, but Iran settled, and Hassan Jafari certainly did his thing in that first half. 6 goals. Excellent performance. 3 goals in it at half-time. In this Pool A match between France and the Islamic Republic of Iran. That French crowd bouncing to the rhythm of that fantastic throw from Uni to set France on their way. Well, they really launched into a 2-0 lead to France early on. Once Iran had settled, Hassan Jafari went to work. One of many in that first half. That was a scintillating effort from Hassan Jafari, one of the best of the bunch. Carving his way through that French defensive line. Brilliant work from Hassan Jafari. In terms of throws, 50-50. Iran need 4 more blocks in that first half. The referees checking the patches and the blackout eye shades for the start of the second half.
Second half of the game between Iran on my left and France on my right. Halftime score is Iran 7, France 4. Halftime substitutions: France out number 1, in number 5. Iran out number 6 and 4, in number 7 and 2.
Halftime substitutions: France, player out number 1, Alice Neymaniza, and in number 5, Kada Boualia. And halftime substitutions: Islamic Republic of Iran, players out number 6, Nemanullah Sarafroz, and number 4, Mahdi Abbasi, in number 7, Milad Sobri, and number 2, Mohammad Mahdi Nafizi Sa.
France off the ball. White please, center. Play.
France will get us started in the second half. Can they find an early goal? Repeat that trick from the first 12 minutes. In fact, it's Iran who get off to a cracking start in this second half. And you guessed it, it's Hassan Jafari again. Control and power, brilliant. Base just using the left frame of the goal just to align himself on the court. He has used the frame of the goal and the court markings, which are slightly raised, enables players to navigate their way around the court. Suri just getting some words of advice from his coach, Raman Dustivala. All the players who are not on the court and the coaching staff have to remain in the team bench area. They have to have at least some part of their body in the team bench area. Some coaches will really test that to the limit and lean across as far as they can. Suri. A really good effort. And the centre player in the team. Is there a lot of underappreciated work at times? That one was dealt with well. Centre player often has to coordinate the defence. Long ball given against Hassan Jafari. So the ball has to bounce once in the team area and once in the neutral area. Team area directly in front of the goal. The neutral areas just either side of the centre line. Jafari has to face this penalty alone. He can't save it, and France have a fifth and close the gap again. It's 2 from 2. The penalties for France. Timeout for Iran. Chance to regroup. Stivala, coach since 2022 for Iran. Helped guide the team to gold at the 2023 Asia Pacific Championships. Every chance that French crowd has a moment to get behind their team. They are taking it. Testing efforts. Players mix up their shot selection and go cross court down the centre. Spin the ball, bounce the ball, just like that. Oh, and that's remarkable. It just hovered over the top of the crossbar. And from Iran's perspective, it does stay out and falls the right side. Almost levitates on top of the crossbar. France are really knocking on the door now, gathering some momentum, putting the pressure on. Players can start their run up to the side of the goal as long as the ball is thrown inside the court. And of course the ball bounces twice, once in the team area and in the neutral area, which is in the centre of the court. With that effort, 9 goals at the European B Championships. Goal. Already today in this match. Ramos Martins is whipping this home crowd into a frenzy here. A chance for France to go within 2. And it's a chance that is taken. Iran have conceded 3 personal penalties, 1 high ball and 2 long ball penalties. It can make such a difference. Without those 3 penalties conceded, Iran would have a comfortable lead. Hassan Jafari coming off for Iran. Mohamed Kania Chomeiron onto the court. Just feeling that top of the crossbar, getting a sense and feel for the court and the surroundings. Using the court lines, which are slightly raised, to navigate way around. Certainly the players will use those court markings whilst they are lying on the ground. Wasting no time to throw that ball. Great effort from Suri going cross court, trying to put that pressure on Boualier, who's certainly been tested. Back-to-back blocks for Boualier at the moment. Right side of the French goal is being protected. Timeout called. Both defences have been a lot tighter in this second half. Only the 3 goals inside the opening 5 minutes of the second half. 11 goals were scored in the first. Afasina Sab with that block, and Iran widen the gap. Milad Suri. Pinpoint precision. And scores his first of the game. But a great response from France. They're not letting go of this one. Nabil Beish with that full rotation throw. Through that left pocket between the centre player and the right wing for Iran. Great response. As we move towards the final quarter of the match. Superb. Textbook. And it's 10 for Iran. And it's a second for Suri. Tremendous throw from Milad Suri. He's found his range. And he's honed in on that right side. Ouelia coming off for France. Was Odin coming on for France. The rest of his teammates competing at the Paralympic Games for the very first time. Introduced to the sport in 2017. That's when the men's team for France was established. They are, in relative terms, a young side of France. Godin straight away into the thick of the action. Deals with that powerful effort well. Using the crossbar to position himself. And it was a quick return from Nafi Nassab. Just off radar on that throw. Uni has moved from the left to the right wing and is now playing in the centre for France. Very versatile. He's the 18-year-old. The youngest member of the team. Playing a crucial role for his country. Playing in the centre, Uni has to take control of the defensive side of the game, but also an attacking presence. Now the referee is just having to calm down this crowd. Despite it hitting the post and coming close to a goal for France, the ball was still live. So it's going to be a rethrow for France. It was called as a no-throw by the referee, so it's going to be take two. The crowd have been warned by our referee. Unique in that way is Goalball, that you have to be quiet whilst the ball is in play. All over, so that ball crosses over the centre line after the initial defensive block. It goes back to Iran, who will have another go. Odin using the crossbar on the right post to line himself on the court.
Substitution Iran, out number 7 in number 3.
Milad Suri coming off. Two goals in the space of a minute for Suri. Key contribution in this second half. And Hassan Jafari, who really was thrilling to watch in the opening first half. Back in the action, and already causing some problems for France.
Substitution France, out number 6 in number 4.
So Godin comes off. A short but solid display from Godin. Thomas Ramos Martins comes onto the court. Ramos Martins also part of the French team that competed at the European Para Championships in Rotterdam last year. He'll have to wait before makes his first action in the game as we have a timeout for Iran. Chance to settle, regroup. On the crossbar, Ramos Martins using that as a guide to help him get into position to throw the ball. Players will use the court markings as well that are slightly raised to position themselves around the team area in front of the goal. Hassan Jafari really mixes things up with his throwing techniques. He bends his runs, tries to generate as much power as he can. Really fun to watch. Gets really creative. Beige throwing from the left, but going cross court, trying to catch out Iran. Jafari really wrapping his right hand around the ball. The players can't manipulate the ball in any way. They can't squeeze it. And France, with under 2 minutes to go, are now starting to really pile the pressure on. Uni with a great throw, guiding it through that pocket between the centre player and the left winger. Excellent from Uni. At such a young age, he really is a talisman of this team. 5 goals in the match. He shakes his head. There's Chambert, but I'm sure inside he'll be delighted that France are just closing the gap here on Iran with just over 90 seconds remaining. Ramos Martins. Teams have 10 seconds to throw the ball. And that is a long ball given against Ramos Martins, so the ball did not bounce in the neutral area of the court. Those 2 sections in the centre. Crucial moments. No mistake from Hassan Jafari. They gave him a few minutes to recharge on the team bench. And he is energized to finish the job for Iran. And a penalty conceded. At a disappointing time of the match for France. However, France are going to get the opportunity at a penalty. Long ball against Hassan Jafari. Well, he switched his throwing style up there. He's often produced throws that fizz and whip across the court, but he tried to dig that ball into the court and got some high bounce. The danger with that is if it bounces over the top of the 2 centre sections of the court, the neutral area, you run the risk of conceding a long ball penalty, which is the case here for Hassan Jafari. Ramos Martins, wide Chance missed for France. Equipment check for Jafari. Players cannot touch their eye shades or patching unless they've received permission from the referee. Sometimes it's the eye shades, and sometimes it's the simple things. A shoelace for Athena Sab. Into the final minute. Every throw critical for France. Have to test Iran. Teams have 10 seconds to throw the ball. And Iran try and use up as many of those seconds as they can. Great save. Ania Jomeron just getting foot to that one to tip it over and also score at the other end. And in the space of 10 seconds, he's pulled off a brilliant save and scored what could be the match-winning goal. .2 seconds remaining. And this will probably be France's final efforts of the match. Full time. And Iran, after 12 years away from the Paralympic Games, record a victory against the hosts, who put in a strong performance. And gave their fans, who packed out the stands at the South Paris Arena, something to cheer, a performance to be proud of. France, the men's team, established in 2017, competing in their first Paralympic Games, get a warm reception from their opponents, Iran, and their fans.
Please join us in celebrating the efforts and contributions of our athletes for their honorable displays of athleticism, sportsmanship and many memorable moments. Thank you.
Excellent first game of the session. We had goals, we had drama, plenty of noise. And sometimes it took a few moments to quiet them down. But now they can applaud the French team. Iran in their first game at the Paralympic Games for 12 years secure a victory.
Please stick around, your ticket is valid also for the next game. And next game here at South Paris Arena 6-4 Goalball is a women's preliminary round match between Japan and Canada at 2:45 p.m. Thanks for joining us, have a great day and enjoy the competition.
Islamic Republic of Iran secure the victory by 12 goals to 8 against the hosts, France. Story of the game in the stats. Equal on throws. Iran made more blocks, more pressure applied by France, but the overall score 12 goals to 8 for Iran. Current standings in Pool A of the men's goalball.
disponible une fois connecté sur l'application officielle Paris 2024 que vous pouvez scanner grâce au code QR qui s'affiche à l'écran.
Make the most of our audio description and live commentary service. Scan the QR code on the video board and it's available once you log in to the official Paris 2024 app.
Il est temps de faire place aux athlètes. Merci d'accueillir les équipes du Japon et du Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to meet our athletes. Please welcome the teams, Japan and Canada.
Nous allons maintenant découvrir les joueuses de l'équipe du Japon.
Now it's time to meet the players from Japan.
Numéro 1.
Number 1, Temma Yuki.
Numéro 2.
Number 2, Arai Minami.
Numéro 4.
Number 4, Murasaki.
Numéro 6.
Number 6, Hagiwara Norika.
Numéro 7.
Number 7, Takahashi Rieko.
Numéro 9.
Number 9, Komiya Masae.
Et l'entraîneur.
Coach Tsuji Mihoko.
Et l'assistant entraîneur.
Assistant coach Sugiyama Sayaka.
Et le responsable du staff.
Staff Maeda, Kikuko.
Nous allons maintenant découvrir les joueuses de l'équipe du Canada.
Now it's time to meet the players from Canada.
Numéro 1.
Number 1, Marianne Salehizadeh.
Numéro 3.
Number 3, Whitney Bogart.
Numéro 4.
Number 4, Megan Mahon.
Numéro 5.
Number 5, Emma Reike.
Numéro 6.
Number 6, Brianne Tracy Kelly Baldock.
Et numéro 7.
Number 7, Amy Burke.
L'entraîneur.
Coach Brent Febrada.
L'assistant entraîneur.
Assistant coach Chloe Gagnon.
Et responsable du staff.
Staff Megan Butler.
Les arbitres sont
The referees are Raguel Aguado from Spain and Linda Wellborn from United States of America.
Et maintenant, pour partager l'esprit sportif international, la traditionnelle poignée de main d'avant-match des deux équipes.
And now in a show of international sportsmanship, both teams will exchange pre-game handshakes.
Les équipes vont maintenant s'échauffer. Nous vous rappelons que le silence est très important dans cette compétition et vous demandons de respecter la haute concentration dont les athlètes doivent faire preuve dans ce sport.
The teams will now warm up, and we remind you that silence is highly important for this competition. Athletes require high concentration, therefore we expect everyone to act in a respectful manner during the competition.
It's day 2 of the Paris 2024 women's goalball competition. Now we have an enticing top of the table match ahead of us. It's the Tokyo 2020 bronze medalist Japan take to court against Pan Am gold medalists of Canada. Both these sides won their opening matches on day 1. They'll want to keep their momentum going. Give themselves the best possible draw for the knockout stages. As the crowd get into full swing in a If you haven't experienced goalball before, then you're about to encounter something very special indeed. It really is one of the fastest and most physical sports in the Paralympic programme. You'll encounter the world's best visually impaired players throwing the ball up to 60 kilometres per hour, hurling themselves across the court to block a ball that they're not able to see. That's how the pools are shaping up. Very strong and evenly contested group. But these two sides, Canada and Japan, won both of their opening games. The win today really improved chances of a place on the podium. All four sides qualify from the group. They're essentially playing for position. Through topping the group, you can secure a more favourable run to the medal matches. Both of these sides often discussed in the same breath as medals and podium finishes. Two really strong women's goalball sides. As we await the opening throws, allow me to talk you through some of the basics of this wonderful and unique parasport. It's a sport that's been exclusively designed for the visually impaired. No Olympic equivalent. All the athletes you'll see on court have different levels of visual impairment, but they're able to play under the same conditions due to the eye shades that they wear. Great start to the competition for both of these two sides. Canada defeating the host France on day one. Japan defeating Republic of Korea. We'll soon see the two sides take to court. And that is the Canada squad. Reinke, number 5, you can see on court. She's the hero of the Canadian qualification run to get here. Scored the goals in the Para-Pan Am final. She looked very, very promising in the opening game. It's a very consistent squad. Same 6 players that have been taken to court for many years now, including at Tokyo 2020. Each other very well. There's the Japan 6. The number 6, Narika Hagawara, pivotal to Japan's bronze medal success in Tokyo. Finished the 2nd top scorer in the competition. Expect to see her amongst the goals, just as she was on day one. And there we have our officials. Spain and the USA. They'll shortly be overseeing the pre-match patching process, where these players have their eye shades applied under supervision. In the game of goalball, players aren't allowed to touch their own eye shades when the ball's in play. The Japan team announced to this South Paris Arena crowd. Picked up bronze in their home games in Tokyo. Hoping to go a step further this time in Paris. The Canada starting 3, it's going to be Bogart, Mahan, Reinke. No surprise to see Emma Reinke starting. Canada's main attacking option. Megan Mahan, interesting to see her starting on court. On day one, she started on the bench. Bit of a change of tactics from Canadian coach Trent Fairbrother. Players making their way onto court. Looks like a well-attended session. The crowd have been fantastic these opening days of the Goalball event. But as noisy as they might be now, they'll have to be absolutely silent when the ball's in play. The ball contains a bell. Players use the sound of the ball to navigate on court. So perhaps counterintuitively for a team sport, the crowd have to be extremely quiet when the ball's in play. Japan against Canada, two of the strongest women's goalball sides in the world. Sure to be an interesting matchup. Canada a side with real attacking threat, at least through Emma Reinke, that Canadian number 5. Japan traditionally a low-scoring side, but very strong defensively. It's going to be intriguing to see how this Pool D game plays out. Just about 90 seconds till the opening throws. Now the patching process will begin. The referees make their way over to apply the eye shades to the 3 starting players on each side. Trent Fairbrother, Canadian coach, competed for Canada not just in goalball but also para-athletics. Minami IRI having her eye shades checked by the Spanish official. The eye shades are critical to making sure there's a fair competition. It means whatever your level of visual impairment, then you're able to play this sport.
Just a reminder, once the whistle blows, we must be silent for the players.
Japanese coach, part of the coaching team Tokyo 2020 when Japan came away with the bronze medal. Confirmation the Canadian starting 3, Bogart, Mahern, Reinke. Slight change from day 1 against France.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Japan starting 3, Arai, Hagawara, Takahashi. No surprise to see Hagawara starting. Japan's main attacking option. Now the officials will get us underway. And give the instructions for the opening throws.
Next game is between Japan on my left, Canada on my right. I would like to remind to the audience to be quiet when the ball is in play and switch off your mobile phones. Thank you. Japan, start with the ball. Quiet, please. Center. Play.
Japan against Canada. The Tokyo 2020 bronze medalists. It's the Para-Pan Am gold medalists of Canada. And it's an early goal from the Canadians. They couldn't have asked for a better start. And it's Emma Reinke as the ball slips through the grasp of Narika Hagawara. And Emma Reinke, who scored such a flurry of goals on day 1, still got her scoring arm activated. And Canada lead by 1-0. All right, blocked by Megan Mahan. Goes for the underarm straight delivery. Blocked by IRI. Hagawara in the centre of court. Well dealt with by Reinke. Reinke, lots of bounce on that one. Well gathered by Japan. Hagawara falls off the post and falls, fortunately, from a Canadian point of view, the other side of the touchline. Reinke just about had it covered, but a bit of a scare for the Canadians. Oh, the ball trickles towards the line, but well gathered from Minami IRI. Reinke, clear she's going to be centre of activity. Got lots of the ball already and launched a few threatening throws on goal. Mayen steadies herself on the goal. Goes underarm. All right. Communication from the centre of court. If you're wondering why the players are allowed to make noise, it's fully legal up until the point where your teammate starts their throwing action. You'll quite often hear players making noise to coordinate their teammates or to even distract the opposition. Japan's centre player, particularly vocal. And Reinke once again. Hagawara. Slightly slower bouncing ball. Bouncing balls can be quite difficult to defend. Players usually defend in a horizontal flat position. So bounce can easily take the ball over the defending player into the back of the net. All right, Canadian wing, blocked by Whitney Bogart, been a member of the Canadian team since 2005. It's Mahan with the throw, dealt with by Hagawara. Hagawara scored all 3 of Japan's goals against Republic of Korea on day 1. Looks like Hagawara and Reinke are going to be main offensive options for both sides. And steadies herself on the goal. Really interesting seeing how these players orientate themselves using those textured lines and also on the goal mouth. With those eye shades, players cannot see a thing. So they need to use every opportunity to work out where they are and where the ball is. And those eye shades also mean players with different levels of impairment play alongside one another. Everyone's on even footing. That's Reinke to throw. Gathered by Minami IRI. Lots of bounce on that. Megan Mayen. Blocked by the feet of Takahashi. After an early goal from Canada, things have started to settle down a bit. And that Japanese defence, notoriously difficult to find a way through, so Canada will be delighted with that, although very nearly put the ball into their own net. Whitney Bogart nearly turned it in. Now Emma Reinke with the rotation throw. All right. Advancing up court, but comfortably wide of the post. Mayen Underarm. Hagawara. They'll need to be quick here. They've got 10 seconds, and in case you're wondering why Whitney Bogart just put the ball out. Each team has 10 seconds to get their shot away. So if you're up against it, then better to put the ball out, concede possession rather than give away a penalty. Penalties in goalball are one-on-one, so it can be very dangerous. Marenka with the rotation throughout. Firm defence from Japan, as we've come to expect. Enemy, all right. Mayan. Hagawara tries from centre of court. Goalball all about trying to catch your opponents by surprise. Launching throws from unfamiliar areas of court. That's why you see such variety in shot selection. Because that ball went out of play in the neutral area of the court. It's known as the ball over, so possession will transfer to Japan. All right. And Marenka, rotation throw. Such a threatening attacking option. Scored 6 goals in the opening game against France. And she was off court for a large part of the game. Canada looked noticeably more comfortable when she was on court. Marenka once again. Now we're going to see Norika Hagawara. Hagawara, second top scorer in the Tokyo women's event, behind Sevda Alatonaluk, true legend of women's goalball. Very good company to be in. She contributes lots of goals to this Japanese side, although not so far in this match. Japan yet to get on the score sheet. Megan Mayan, blocked by Hagawara. Hagawara trying something slightly different, manoeuvring around her teammate and throwing from centre of court. Now Marenka. Japan making a change. Reiko Takahashi coming off. And we're going to see Saki Amuro coming on. Amuro wasn't selected for the Rio Games, much to her disappointment, but she made it into the squad for Tokyo. And she's been a regular fixture ever since. And Japan obviously thinking that starting 3 not quite bringing the results that they were hoping for, so mixing it up. Goalball all about surprises, and we'll see something a bit different from Saki Amuro. Amuro doing the dummy in centre of court, trying to distract the opposition. Clever bit of play. Perfectly legal for teammates to do those kind of dummy manoeuvres, try and confuse the opposition. Now Mayan. Real force on that straight underarm throw. Amuro launching herself up courts. Suggests that was very much an attack-minded change from the Japanese coach. No time in getting that ball back into play. Amuro more attacking centre. Takahashi, who she just replaced. Japan need to find a goal. IRI with the throw and a bit of spin and bounce on that. Comfortably dealt with by Megan Mayen. Rotation throw by Mayen. Gathered by Hagawara. Again, trying an unfamiliar approach from centre of court. Marenka. Japan calling the timeout. It's brought a new player onto court and that's a chance for a change of strategy. Japan quite often a low-scoring team, but defensively they're very strong. Canada will be delighted with that start. Japanese defence difficult to breach, and that early goal from Marenka. Brilliant start for the Canadian side. Sakimura to throw, it's the dummy from Hagawara. Blocked by Bogart. Japan got a lot more attacking options on court now. So they try and break the deadlock. This time IRI from centre, advances up court. Canada strategy, still giving the ball to Marenka. It was a successful strategy early on. Still the only goal in this match. Hagawara. Blocked out by Canada. With the straight, direct ball. Straight into the body of Hagawara. Hagawara returns the favour. That's a good block from Marenka. Tipped the ball onto the post at full stretch. Megan Mayen from centre of court. Been part of the squad since 2016. So she and the rest of the team weren't happy with how they performed in Tokyo. They've come on leaps and bounds since then. And a total change of ethos, of team culture. So as a collective, they've agreed they want to do better in Paris. They're in a great run of form. So we see Hagawara throwing. And finally, Japan have a goal. And it's Narika Hagawara. She picked up a hat-trick on day one. And after knocking on the door throughout the first half, Japan have found an opening just before half-time. Japan's top scorer in Tokyo. She's top scorer in Paris as well. Such a strong attacking player. Hagawara. Mayen to throw. Megan Mayen, one of several players in this Canadian side from Ontario. As Mayen makes the save. 3 out of the 6 players in the squad from Ontario, Canada. Something of a hotbed of goalball. Now Marenka. Hagawara. bit of noise from her teammates to try and distract the opposition. Now it's Canada's turn to call a timeout. If you don't use at least one timeout in the first half, then you lose it, so might as well use it before half-time. And Japan have found a way back into this match. They brought on Saki Amuro, attacking change in the centre of court. And after repeated efforts, found a way through, courtesy of Norika Hagawara. Marenka, just 1 minute left on the clock. Just a few throws left in this first half. It's IRI blocked by Renka. So Renka once again. Lots of bounce and spin, but well dealt with by Amuro. Hagawara make it 2. Well dealt with, combination of Renka and Whitney Bogart, and Mayen to throw. Alright, taking the time with the delivery. Slightly slower ball. Catch Canada unawares. It's Marenka trying to find that gap between Amuro and Hagawara. And final throw this first half from Hagawara. Comfortably gathered. Will Canada have time to get the shot away? Marenka. And as the whistle goes for half-time, we end this first half just as we started it. Nothing between these two high-quality sides. And it was an early scare for Japan. An early goal from Marenka of Canada. Japan changed their personnel, changed their strategy. And a goal from their sharpshooter Norika Hagawara. At half-time, it's evenly matched at the South Paris Arena. Half-time score, Japan 1, Canada 1.
We have a very tight game here at South Paris Arena. We have seen a superior defense and great saves, especially from Canada's number 3, Whitney Bogart, and also from Japan's number 4.
This crowd enjoying a very tense, evenly matched affair. Might be their first taste of goalball, and it's a wonderful, unique sport. Fantastic display of athleticism and coordination. Watching some of the best right now, Japan and Canada. I wouldn't be surprised to see these two teams amongst the medalists. And there we see the early goal from Marenka. In great scoring form in this competition. 7 in 2 games so far. Excellent block. Some great defensive work from both sides. Brilliant block from Marenka. And that was the goal that made things even. Norika Hagawara, second top scorer at Tokyo 2020. Easy to see why with sharp shooting like that. And we're nearly ready for action. Very short half times in the sport of goalball.
Follow me and decrease in sound each time.
As the players undergo their eye shades checks. Good moment to take a look at how that first half played out. No penalties. Real accuracy from both sides. Otherwise very evenly matched in all measures, including the scoreline. One apiece.
Japan team out number 2 and number 6, in number 1 and number 7.
Interesting change from Japan. It means Norika Hagawara is going to be off court. Japan's most potent attacking option. Canada will be hoping to capitalise on that.
Start with the ball. Quiet, please. Center.
Japan against Canada. It's one apiece as we begin the second half. This brilliant, unique, astounding sport of goalball. Players unable to see, wearing eye shades, with different levels of visual impairment, navigating only with the sound of the ball and the orientation of those textured lines on court. Muro to throw. Looks like she's moved to more of a wing position. And making a strategic change. Takahashi back in the centre. And Muro moved from centre to the wing. And giving a bit of a breather to Norika Hagawara. I'm sure we'll see her back on court later on, though, once she's well rested. Put the ball out. Didn't want to get a 10-second violation. So it's going to be Japan to throw. Tema blocked by Megan Mayen. Mayen underarm across court. Gathered by Takahashi. Muro blocked by Emma Reinke. Such an important part of this Canadian side. Scored the goals in the Para-Pan Am gold medal match that got Canada to this competition. In doing so, they beat their near neighbours, the USA, prevented them from coming to this women's competition. Muro launching herself up court. Comfortably gathered. It's Bogart. Gives the ball to Reinke. Lots of spin and bounce. Players contorting their bodies to make the ball move in different ways. You see bouncy balls, straight balls. See players throwing it between their legs. You see all sorts. Dummy. It's Muro who throws, but Takahashi making a bit of noise alongside her to try and distract the Canadian side, but didn't work in the end. Yuki Tema just recently arrived on court. Impressive para-athlete, represented Japan not just in goalball, but para-athletics as well. Both 100 and 200 metres. Switched to goalball in 2014. Muro with the throw and blocked by Mayen. Mayen's looked strong in defence as well as attack. Made a strong save in the first half, pushing the ball onto the post. She really is an ultimate all-round player. Rotation throw from Reinke. By Bogart, Canadian centre. She's sister-in-law of one of the other Canadian players, Amy Burke, who's on the bench at the moment. close squad in many ways. And the consistency of this Canadian squad really remarkable. They've been playing together the same set of 6 for just over 4 years now. Same squad that took to court Tokyo 2020, the World Championships in 2022. Disturbance in the crowd, but we're back underway through Saki Amuro. The crowd have to be absolutely silent while the ball's in play so these players can hear the movement of the ball. Yuki Tema from centre of court. Centre thrown to centre. Blocked by Bogart, handed to Emma Reinke. Goes to rotation throws, trying to recreate the magic of early in the first half where she gave Canada the lead. No Canadian goals since then. We're going to see Emma Reinke have another go. I'm sure Norika Hagawara is itching to get back on court. Japan's main attacking option currently on the bench. A little rest after a very frantic first half. Amuro, blocked by Reinke. Steadies herself on the goal. One of the many ways these players navigate around the court. And the ball drifts towards the goal line. And it's just the wrong side of the line from a Canadian perspective. Let's take another look at that. Reinke with the throw, blocked by the legs of Amuro. And the ball just got wedged between the foot of Amuro and the goalpost, so that's no goal. It's the closest Canada have come for some time. Can Canada rescue this? No, because the ball went over halfway. It's going to be Japan ball. Amuro starts off court. Both illegal in goalball as long as the ball bounces on court. Reinke trying again. She will be heartened by how close she got to scoring just then. Canada really need to capitalise with Norika Hagawara off court. Now Mayen goes cross court. Rapid response from Yuki Tema. Trying to catch Canada by surprise by springing to her feet. Getting the throw away. Amuro launches herself up court. Still no way through. Reinke. Tema. Switching places with Takahashi. Slower ball. Emma Reinke calling for a wet floor. Because these players mostly navigate using their hands. Hands get sweaty and court gets slippery. So you'll often hear players calling a wet court. And the gentleman with the cloth doing the honours. These players move at ferocious speed. So you don't want to see any accidents. And the crowd using the break and play to give a bit of encouragement to these fantastic players. Mayen. We thought it might not be long till Norika Hagawara returns to court. Now halfway through the second half, we see her return. She's been Japan's only goal scorer at Paris 2024 so far. And It really is noticeable when she's off court, so she'll be delighted to come back on. I'm sure the coach, Mihoko Tsushi, will be too. Double dummy as new rival Hagawara makes the throw. Both her teammates doing a distraction run. Means if you're a Canada player, you don't know if the ball's coming from left wing, right wing, centre of court. Mayen, rotation throw. Mayen said her goal was a podium finish. Said that Tokyo performance below their usual standard and come into this tournament. Brilliant run of form. Para-Pan Am gold medalists. And they look in many ways a very different side to the side that took to court in Tokyo. It is the same 6 players. They look totally transformed as Mayen shapes up to throw. Tema. Little puzzle of a delivery, slow and straight. Well dealt with by Mayen. Japan taking a timeout and a chance to strategize now. Narika Hagawara's on court. We saw some clever attacking play with all 3 players involved in a move. 1 throwing, 2 doing distraction runs. Canada too grateful for the breather. I wonder if we might see them making a change soon. Yet to use any of their substitutes. They've got some real talent on the bench. Not least Mariam Salihazadeh picked up, who scored 2 in the opening game against France. Hagawara blocked by Whitney Bogart. Mayen steadies herself on the post. Yuki Tema, former Japanese para 100-200 meter runner, excelling in 2 different para sports. It was Tema who made the save, and for a second there it looked like the ball was heading goalwards, but well dealt with. Hagawara with the throw, Tema with the distraction. Marenka. Testament to the quality of the Japanese defence that just 1 goal for Marenka. Sport of goalball's really grown in popularity in Japan since their home games in Tokyo 2020. Side had a big send-off before they came to Paris. Attended by 100 guests, and that's a quick response from Yuki Tema, but still not finding a way through. It's a very fluid game, this. Ball in play for the majority of the match, not many stoppages. Oh, real spin on that from Hagawara. Renko with the rotation throw. Feels like Japan have got Canada quite well sussed at this point. They might need to make a change. Mayen steadies herself on the goalpost. Quick response. Blocked by the feet of Bogart. As the ball went out in the neutral third. It's going to be Japan to throw. This could be quite an important passage of play. Hagiwara with the throw. Now Canada taking the timeout. It's been such an even contest. Both sides working so hard to try and find a gap. Trying all the tricks in the book. It's a real variety of shot selection. We've seen distraction runs. We've seen making noise, but nothing working for either side at the moment. No goals in the second half. So these two sides cancel each other out. Familiar sight of the ball with Emarenka. Even more familiar sight of Hagiwara. Oh, off the post. It's the best effort Japan have had for some time. Ball went past Emarenka and struck the post. Great positional awareness from Emarenka. I think she had it covered. Ooh, that was close to a own goal from Japan. Just managed to keep it the right side of the goal line from their perspective. Megan Mayen goes cross court. Hagiwara just using the frame of the goal to bounce herself into the right place. Renka. Quick response. Combination of Bogart and Renka keeping it out. Hagiwara blocked. Renka. And the ball to her other wing. Megan Mayen. Hagiwara. Oh, it's an incredible goal from Norika Hagiwara. And just before the end of the match, it's Norika Hagiwara. Goal number 2 for her, goal number 2 for Japan. And that is a crucial throw, right when it counted, from Norika Hagiwara. Japan's only goal scorer at Paris 2024. But when she's throwing like that, it doesn't really matter. It's Mayen. Canada with just over a minute. Try and find a goal. Tema. Canada making a change as they search for a goal in the final minute. It's going to be Megan Mayen to come off and an experienced Paralympian, Amy Burke, to come on. It's her 5th Paralympic Games. Made her debut in Beijing in 2008. And she's been a pivotal part of this Canadian side. Recently won the Lieutenant Governor's Award, Prince Edward Island in Canada. Really decorated Paralympian. She's got her work to do here. Just a few throws left in this match. Tema. Blocked by Bogart. Emarenka. Japan will start to take their time now, using all of their allotted 10 seconds. Hagiwara, slightly slower ball. Canada taking another timeout. They know there's maybe 2 or 3 Canadian throws left in this match. Need to make sure they execute them perfectly. Coaches will be using the timeout just to make Canada aware how long's left on the clock. At this point in the game, you can plan things throw by throw. Japan, meanwhile, just need to hold firm. They defend in the resolute way they've been defending thus far. They'll be going into the final pool game with 2 wins to their name. Renka's throw easily dealt with. Hagawara. Get response from Renka. As the clock ticks down, it looks like this game belongs to Japan. Tema. Canada will need to be quick. And they take this time out. 4 seconds remaining. Just time for 1 throw. And it will need to be a good one, likely from Emma Renka. This Canada side's come on leaps and bounds since Tokyo 2020. Totally transformed. But they're behind here with just 4.3 seconds left on the clock. Renka with the final throw. It's blocked by Japan, and they can just hold on to the ball for the remaining 0.7 seconds, and they will know that victory is theirs. And Japan have won it, thanks to a masterclass of offensive play from Norika Hagawara. And in a close-fought game, both sides had to really work for a breakthrough. It's Japan that came out on top. It was Canada that took an early lead, courtesy of Emma Renka. But 2 goals from Norika Hagawara gives Japan the 3 points. It means they will likely face a very favourable draw in the quarterfinals. Give themselves a good chance of repeating their medal success from Tokyo 2020. A brilliant game and a fitting end to a fantastic spectacle and a brilliant showcase of athleticism and agility. So much respect between these 2 sides who have been powerhouses of the women's game for so long. And there wasn't much in it at the end, but Japan with a goal just minutes from the end of the match to give themselves the points. And I have no doubt we'll be seeing plenty more from Canada throughout this competition. Japan take the plaudits they deserve. The final score at the South Paris Arena: Japan 2, Canada 1. Brilliant performance from Canada, especially Emma Renka, who came close so many times. Thank you for joining us, and if it's your first taste of goalball, we hope you've enjoyed it, and we hope you'll check out the other sports in the Paralympic programme over the course of Paris 2024. Final score in Pool D, it's 2-1 to Japan, and it puts them on top of the group with just 1 pool game to play. Both those goals coming from Japan's sharpshooter, Narika Hagawara.
Et opposera en match préliminaire masculin le Japon et l'Ukraine à 17h30, suivi d'un match préliminaire féminin contre la République populaire de Chine et la Turquie à 19h. Et reste des places en vente pour cette session, donc n'hésitez pas à aller en acheter. Restez là avec nous pour encore deux gros matchs de goalball.
We hope you have enjoyed this session. Thank you for being
And that's the story of the match. Japan winning by 2-1. Both sides will be pleased by the lack of penalties, real accuracy, real perfect placement from both sides. And those 2 goals, both from Narika Hagawara, made the difference between the two sides. And that's what it means for the standings. Japan now top the group, just 1 pool game to come. It means Japan will likely play the 4th place in the other pool. Give themselves a great chance of medal contention. Still lots to come in this women's event. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been another wonderful day of goalball action. We hope you'll check out more of the goalball over the course of Paris 2024, as well as the other fantastic sports that make up this Paralympic event. Thank you very much for joining us from the South Paris Arena.
Giant screen and food outlets outside the hall.
Nous espérons que vous avez apprécié la compétition et nous vous remercions de votre participation aux Jeux Paralympiques de Paris 2024. Nous vous souhaitons un bon retour et n'oubliez pas que les volontaires de Paris 2024 sont là pour vous si besoin.
We hope you enjoyed the competition and thank you for your participation of the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games. Please take care exiting from the venue and remember Paris 2024 staff are here to help should you require any assistance.
France, out, number 1, in.
Je veux bien ton nom et ton prénom s'il te plaît.
Mon nom de famille Ouni et mon prénom Elias.
Très bien, merci beaucoup. Alors aujourd'hui c'est une défaite décevante, mais il y a eu vraiment, vous avez été très combatif et on a pu voir un très beau jeu. Qu'est-ce qui a fait que vous avez perdu aujourd'hui?
Alors, déjà trop d'erreurs défensives, même si c'est une équipe qui est dans le top 10 mondial, qui offensivement est une équipe qui a des ballons très rapides. Puis après, en fin de match, il y a eu un penalty raté par un coéquipier, mais malheureusement, on ne peut pas lui en vouloir, c'est comme ça. Hein. C'est le sport. Et je pense qu'on aurait pu défensivement apporter plus de diversité, c'est-à-dire on a eu une deuxième composition avec le numéro 3 Nabil Baïch à droite, moi au centre et le numéro 6, enfin plusieurs joueurs à droite, apporter la diversité au niveau du centre. Donc moi, enfin voilà, je pense que c'est une défaite honnêtement qui nous... Enfin personnellement, et je pense que toute l'équipe pense comme ça, qui est vraiment décevante parce qu'on aurait pu l'avoir la victoire, mais l'Iran la mérite plus que nous.
Okay, so congratulations on the victory. How good does it feel to have 2 wins from 2?
ありがとうございます。大活躍されましたけど、今のお気持ちを聞かせてください。
はい、まずパリパラリンピックを開催していただきました関係者の皆様に本当に感謝しています。ありがとうございます。今回の試合は私がまず最初に緊張してしまって失点してしまったところから始まってしまったので、そこがすごく自分的にもチームに迷惑をかけてしまったところがあったので、しっかりと2点取ってチームに少し恩返しができたところは良かったかなというふうに思っています。
First of all, she's really appreciate the staff of the organization because nice move in the Paralympic Games. And during the game, we got the first score, against the team, and that is kind of a fail to protect the goal. So after that, she got the 2 score, and we got to win the game, so that was very good for her.
Whitney, a heartbreaking way to lose so late. How are you guys feeling after that?
You know what? That was a fantastic game played. Still, either way, it's we wanted to win it, and getting that down right at the very end was tough. But I can't complain if we, if we're gonna lose, that's a good way to lose.
You guys scored with your first touch of the game. Did you maybe feel at that point that was going to be your night tonight?
No. Japan is a tough team, and getting a goal right at the start was, it was nice. But we were still expecting them to play a very strong defensive game.
2 very different scorelines on your first 2 games. What do you guys take away from those first 2 games?
Pretty much it's kind of how we felt games would go. We knew Japan was going to be a tough defensive game, that we played them many times in the past, and we weren't sure what to expect from France. And it was a fun game, it was a fun environment, and now we're just going to take those 2 games and move forward to our next